What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills stars Dorit Kemsley and PK Kemsley are allegedly facing foreclosure on their Beverly Hills home after missing over 4 months worth of mortgage payments. And I gotta say, before we even get into the story, that I'm sad to be reporting this. It's not, I definitely do not want to take glee in someone's downfall, especially with this being a family home where they are raising their two children. But with that being said, I do have to say that I'm not surprised that things have come to this point. The rumor mill has been abuzz for years now that the two of them have been living well above their means. PK has been rumored to owe millions of dollars to several different casinos. Dorit, we all know, loves to shop a lot for very expensive, even unnecessary designer luxury goods. And on top of that, when they purchased their home, it was very widely reported that this wasn't even a home that they purchased, the two of them, like, as a couple. They used all sorts of shells or like other people as well. Like there were like 12 different people that had to co-sign with them on this house, which to me was a major red flag that this was something that was not within their budget. It makes me sad to see this because these people obviously have some type of money, but unfortunately, they would prefer to spend well above the amount of money that they actually do have, which is already enough to live a rather lavish life. But at the end of the day, when you're on television and this and that and the other, you do have to, well, a lot of people feel like they have to, especially when they're on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, put forth a certain image of yourself and of the luxury that you supposedly, are supposed to have. The home was $7.5 million when they purchased it, along with their several other co-owners. And by the way, this is an exclusive of the US Sun. They obtained records that show a notice of default was filed against the home on October 16th. So just literally 1 month ago. And in the records, it says that they missed 4 or more payments. And now the home is currently in pre-foreclosure, meaning that the lender is starting the process of foreclosing on the home. So PK and Dorit still do have a chance to turn this around. And if Kim Zolciak is in any indication, you really can turn things around. Like her foreclosure situation has gone on for the past like year and a half, 2 years now. It's not like you blink and it's gone. So they still do have an opportunity. Listen, I think Dorit needs to come clean, to her friends over on Beverly Hills. I'm sure Kyle could hook her up. Mauricio, if the rumors are true, can help her save this home as well. Like the home, again, it's only $7 million, which is nothing in the world of Beverly Hills. When you've got Kathy Hilton, you've got Kyle and Mauricio, you've got, who else is super rich there? Sutton. Friends like this, like they totally can all band together to help you even buy that thing cash. And then you owe them later. But here's the thing, when you've got a reputation like Dorit and PK of not paying your bills and of owing people money left, right, and center. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Camille Grammer say that? She said, listen, Dorit, I don't like you because I think you're fake. I think you like to portray yourself as richer than you are, but I know about you. We run in similar circles, and my friends, they say that you owe them money, so I think at this point, like, even if you do have Kathy Hilton money, even if you do have Kyle Richards money, you're not really going to lend it to Dorit because who's to say that you'll ever see a penny of it back, right? So if the two of them do not have the money to pay any lump sums towards, getting the home out of pre-foreclosure, they can indeed seek an attorney. But listen, they do not have money. It doesn't seem like anyway. So I don't know how they would be able to to get an attorney, to retain an attorney to help them fight this. I think it would be cheaper to just pay off what they owe on it rather than to get an attorney. Listen, does anybody know any loan sharks, payday loans, something like that these two can turn to? Dorit's got a massive social media following. Can't she drum up a bunch of brand deals, even if they are just for like Shein or AliExpress or something like that, in order to get the money for this? Like, I really am just so sad to hear about this. But again, not surprised. And you know what? Above everything, I'm very disappointed because these are the people where on her first season of the show, didn't they come showing off like, oh, here's PK giving her a Bentley, which is a six-figure car, and she drove it to a soup kitchen to feed starving people, like that type of stuff. She was also buying Hermes plates and stuff like that. We see her with all of these Birkins. Girls, sell off these Birkins, sell off the designer plates and stuff like that. Sell everything. you know, everything you can do to save this home. At the end of the day, having a home is much more important than having luxury goods. Listen, this is a little besides the point, you guys, but I do want to talk about this because, back in my day when I was younger, y'all, um, and as recently as 2 years ago, I used to love designer items. I used to just, when I would like, make good lump sums of money, I would go and buy designer items. Of course, I made investments, right? I own some properties, but I would also like designer items. But then there's someone on TikTok who goes by the name of Tanner Leatherstein, who has been showing like the and he's a leather craftsman. And so he's just been showing that a lot of these designer items that you think are such great leather are actually not that great in terms of the quality of the leather. Like it's pretty like medium to okay. But even when they're like pretty high level leather, it's never enough to justify the price. At the end of the day, you truly, truly are paying for a name. And then now look at the Dior scandal, right? So for example, Dorit has a lot of Dior bags. In the Dior scandal, what did we find out? It cost them like 60 euros to make a Dior bag that they turn around and sell to you for 3,000 euros. So all of this stuff really has like radicalized me against designer items. Yes, of course, I still have my items and I'm always going to keep them, but I don't buy anymore. And I haven't bought any since like I started following this person on TikTok and since the Dior scandal as well, because it just feels like how stupid would I be to continue spending money on these things now that I know what I know, and I really hope that this is something that Dorit can learn eventually, that like the stuff at the end of the day, it's just names, it's just a brand. If you really care about good leather, go to like an artisan. They will charge you a million times less and you will have even better quality leather than the leather that you're buying from Yves Saint Laurent, that you're buying from Dior, that you're buying from Louis Vuitton or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? So I really, really do hope she comes to that because in hearing this story and reading about it, I'm just thinking about like how over the top she is, how logo clad she is, right? And the glam team. Dorit, you're already so beautiful. You've already invested so much money into your looks. Now learn how to do your own makeup and you'll be fine. In fact, you don't even really need makeup. You've taken such good care of yourself, right? You've invested so much money in all, the refurbishments and whatnot. You don't even need that much makeup, if any, right? At this point, like just all of these things need to be toned down because at this point, you are putting your children at the risk of homelessness for what? And I know it's tough. You're on a Housewives of Beverly Hills, but if Erica Girardi, $40,000 a month to maintain herself, it's expensive to be me, this, that, and the other, can tone it down when ish hit the fan, I think you can. And you know what? I think that would make for a really intriguing and compelling storyline to see or watch Erica walk Dorit through a downsizing, right? Dorit is also going through a separation of sorts. So she could downsize, move into a casita just like Erica. Maybe they could even be roommates, split that rent. Hey, hey. No, I'm joking. But, downsize, sell the house, something. You know what? Why isn't that even something that they've mentioned? Why not go ahead and sell that house? I'm sure that the home has appreciated in value since they bought it. It has been a couple of years now that they've been in that home. And then, take that money that you made and pay off the debts on the house and then pocket some of the others and then find something that is well within your means. And listen, as much as we give the girls from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac and whatnot, like, crap for being like budget, at least we know that those ladies are living within their means. They're not having these financial scandals and being exposed for living above their means like we see so often on Beverly Hills, like we see on New Jersey, like we see on New York, like we see on OC, right? So I do have to, at this point, give kudos to the RHOPs, the RHOA, and any other franchise in which the girls, like, they're not giving crazy luxury, because at the end of the day, we're learning more and more as things start to unfold that to keep up the RHOBH level luxury, right, and the image that they've created for themselves, these people are killing themselves. These people are broke. We saw Taylor Russell and her husband. The husband, he even, he deleted himself after it came out that he was getting physical with his wife and that he was broke. We saw with Tom and Erica. Tom had been stealing for decades from people to keep up this lavish lifestyle, to put on this facade. Right? In New Jersey, Juicy Joe and Teresa, they went to jail because they couldn't actually afford this lifestyle. It was a lifestyle of fraud. Right? And now look at Dorit and PK. Hmm. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about this story. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's very sad to hear this. I feel terribly for their children. I really hope that everything works out and that they learn to live within their means. I don't know if PK has some sort of a gambling addiction or what to be owing all these casinos so much money, but it's going to be hard for them. I don't imagine they've got a good credit score or anything like that. And I don't imagine that they've got any goodwill to fall back on because, like Camille Grammer said, a lot of people in the Beverly Hills circles have been whispering, saying that these two, they borrow money and they don't pay you back. And that is never a good thing. Believe me, I know. I had a friend like that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. TGIF, and take good care of yourselves.